Mr. Speaker, the reason that all these things are happening is because the two states there refuse to agree that each of them should have the right to exist. While the Palestinians and the Arabs think that the Israelis don't have the right to claim the place as Israel, the Israelis feel that they own the place and perhaps should not even have Arabs or the Palestinians owning part of it. That controversy will continue to define how they relate with each other. Mr. Speaker, the present situation has come to the point when the world, including free citizens everywhere, are saying that if there is going to be a retaliation, there must be a limit to it. There must be respect for international law, as the penultimate speaker just mentioned, that whenever there is a response to a situation of self-defense, there must be a point at which you should respect international law. It is the reason, Mr. Speaker, we are calling on Israel and calling on the Palestinians to begin to respect international law and to begin to put a stop to the situation which we see on television and which is a panicking situation for the rest of us. Children are dying, sick people are dying, women who are pregnant and women who are carrying children, old women are dying, innocent people who had nothing to do with the war are dying. Mr. Speaker, it is time to begin to reflect that it is time to stop this war. And I'm happy that the Americans came out yesterday from their president, their own president, to say that there must be a humanitarian ceasefire. In other words, there must be a ceasefire to allow for health care to take place, to allow for children to be evacuated, to allow for space to negotiate. Mr. Speaker, in the absence of this, one does not imagine what exactly the leaders who are in charge now and who are advocating the war, what they are looking for. People are dying every day. The Palestinians are locked up. They can't even leave the country. Bombs are flying every day, up and down. Children are dying. Everybody. You sleep, you don't know whether you wake up or not. Mr. Speaker, for us in this parliament, the one thing we have to ask for is for a ceasefire, immediate ceasefire. Not for any other thing at all, not for an even humanitarian ceasefire. We are asking for a ceasefire, we are asking for negotiation. If it is about retaliatory measures, Israel has killed about 8,500 Palestinians. If the Palestinians realize that what they did has come to a point when they have to begin to reflect, they may have reflected upon it now, that they didn't have the right to go into another person's country to cause the harm they caused. So at this point, Mr. Speaker, the Parliament of Ghana should ask for an immediate ceasefire, not for even humanitarian ceasefire. I would have wished the government not to dilly-dally with the situation, to be saying Palestinians stop, these people stop, just call for ceasefire, so that we see that government of Ghana is calling for ceasefire, Mr. Speaker. That is the least we can do, because the history of it is that Ghana government recognizes the existence of a Palestinian state. We do. And we have a Palestinian embassy in Ghana. And we have an Israeli embassy in Ghana. So we, as non-aligned in our perspectives, recognize the existence of the two countries. And if there's a fight between them, we must call for a ceasefire. Nothing less, nothing more. And Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you for the opportunity, and I want it to be resounded that upon reflecting on the situation in Israel and Palestine, and upon the deaths that are occurring everywhere, upon the flying bombs and the day-to-day deaths occurring, we believe that the ultimate is that we must sit down and negotiate, and that we must stop fire now, stop the bombing now, and stop the fighting, so we can sit down and reflect and be more civilized in approaching life.